What's up, everyone? This is Mr. Blackson from Team BlackSmith. Welcome to my channel. Oh, got a good one today. My man 2A in LA threw one in my court, asking me which 5 guns would I grab and flee with if all hell broke loose. Now, I always had like a top 3 that I would grab and flee with, but the top 5, which 5 would I grab? Now, I'm going to start from, I guess, the smallest all the way up to the biggest. And my whole thought process about fleeing with the right guns in any type of situation is high round capacity. There's one thing that's not going to be said about me is that I did not lose the battle or fight, whatever the case may be, for the lack of shooting. So high capacity magazines are definitely a plus or benefit in any type of situation that you get into if all hell broke loose. All right, so let's start with the first one. Now, not always the first go-to, I guess in a lot of people's books, would be a 2011. And the one that I picked, to me, is the most, in my opinion, the most battle-tested tactical gun out there, in my opinion, and that would be the Nighthawk Customs BDS-9. And of course, I chose this one, first of all, high round mag capacity. This can hold up to 28 rounds, 28 plus 1 round. So I have like 20 of these right here. And of course, being safe, all clear. And of course, the trigger coming a little heavier, around 3.5 pounds. And of course, nice reset. In my opinion, a nice 3.5 pound Ford trigger to me is the great tactical or combat weapon that you can take with you for concealed carry purposes, defense, you name it. And Nighthawk Custom, I mean, this thing is built like a tank. And I'm surprised I didn't go with the Sandhawk, the TRS comp. For that same reason, a lot of videos that I've seen, I have not shot in the dark yet, but the videos that I've seen, the comp really blasts a lot of fire from the comp. So shooting at night with all that fire blasting in front of your eyes will be very difficult to hit your target. So that's why I chose the Nighthawk Customs BDS-9 over the TRS comp Sandhawk. And I tell you, the high round capacity is the way to go. All right, so let's move on. All right, guys, next. Now, still sticking with the same theme of high capacity. Now you want to add in stopping power. And without a doubt, having a Glock in that top 5, it's kind of like, I don't know, common sense, but everyone's different. But for me, having a Glock 20 10mm and a micro conversion kit, MCK, I tell you, this thing is a beast, accurate, controllable. I mean, I love this thing, the ultimate backpack, SBR. This thing is just does the trick. Nothing's getting in this way. I mean, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles, have my aim point aggro, of course, my tac light, but the ergonomics on this is just simply perfect. MCK or CAA, that makes the micro conversion kit, did a great job on this, and the stock, collapsible, makes this, like I said, the ultimate backpack weapon. So this would be definitely my second go-to if I had to run out of here with all hell breaks loose. And still thinking about the theme of high capacity. 32 rounds of 10mm. And of course, this can hold 2 of them. So think about that. When you're out there going through whatever you're going through, you will not lose a battle or a fight for the lack of shooting. And of course, 10mm, whoever can stand in this way, I don't know what to say. You're probably just going to be out of luck. But of course, Glock 20 10mm micro conversion kit, the MCK, number 2. All right, so next. All right, so now let's get into some serious stopping power. And of course, you always got to have that shotgun in that top 5 if all hell breaks loose. And I picked my standard manufacturing DB12 16 round capacity double barrel shotgun, 2 3 1/4 shells for 16 rounds. And I tell you, this thing is, in my opinion, the ultimate tactical shotgun. Again, high capacity. I will not lose a battle fight for the lack of shooting. And this one does the trick. Very durable, sturdy. A unique thing about the double barrel, with one pump action, you can shoot 2 rounds with one pump action. So from the right to the left with one pump action. So this thing makes, in my opinion, the ultimate shotgun if all hell breaks loose. So definitely in my top 5. DB12 by Standard Manufacturing. Oh, love this thing. All right, so next. All right, guys. All right, so next. Now I do have a lot of rifles and a lot of SBRs, but I had to think about which one would be more practical or the best CQB type of SBR. And I had to go with my Sig Rattler chamber, the 300 blackout suppress with the dead air Sandman suppressor with a compensator. You're definitely a nice, good backpack bag SBR. Definitely a good truck SBR. But definitely one of my go-tos. A lot of stopping power. This thing has some range and distance to it. And of course, suppressed. They won't hear you coming. But definitely the SBR Sig Rattler 300 blackout with my dead air Sandman suppressor is a definite must in my top 5. Of course, with the adjustable gas block. Now the downside to this, there is a lot of gas blowback, just gas buildup like back in your face. It's sometimes it can be a little bit much, but again, nothing's really getting in the way of a 300 blackout. And being suppressed, sometimes you may not know what hit you. But Sig Rattler definitely number 4 in that grab 5 and flee. And yeah, this thing is a beast, built like a tank. Like I said, I wasn't a huge Sig fan in the beginning, but definitely love their SBR and their rifles. They know how to build them. So Sig Rattler 300 blackout suppress, number 4 in my grab 5 and flee. All right, so the last one. Prepare yourself. All right, so the last one in my grab 5 and flee. You know, you always got to have that AR 5.56 in that top 5, without a doubt. And this is the Geissele 5.56, and probably one of the best platforms of a 5.56 AR-15 that you can have. Durable, it can be suppressed. Don't have it suppressed yet, but looking to do that this year. But this one, I always take to my tactical training, is my Geissele. And big up to Frank Bank at the Punker Gun Shop. Got me on this one. I instantly fell in love with it. The trigger, overall dynamics, the durability of it is just simply one of the best out there. And like I said, all hell breaks loose. Shooting from a distance is definitely a must. And of course, with the bipod on there, tac light. Of course, with the Sig Sauer optic on there, the Romeo 4T and the Juliet magnifier really makes this thing, in my opinion, one of the ultimate 5.56 or AR-15s that you can have in your top 5. And I tell you, this really rounds everything off. And when it comes to SBRs and AR-15s, I learned from a lot of my instructors and a lot of friends that I know that shoot ARs that does it more than me. Having multiple magazines for your AR and for your SBRs it's a must. In my opinion, the minimum is like 15 magazines for your AR, for each of your ARs. So think about it. So very important, high capacity. Don't lose a fight for lack of shooting. A lot of magazines for your ARs and your SBRs. It's very important because I tell you, if you have to go for your AR, you're in a battle. And going through one round, going through one magazine, a 5.56 can go like that. So think about that. Minimum 15, 15 magazines for your AR. So, all right, so that's it for my Grab 5 and Flee. Big ups to 2ALA for throwing this one at me. Had me stumped there for a little while. I did watch a little of yours, but I cut it off quick because I didn't want to get too influenced about your picks. But I'm sure our picks probably align, just different type of ARs and other guns that we may have chosen. But again, I know we both have shotguns and ARs, and of course 9mm or 2011s. But yeah, so that's it for me. So thanks again for 2LA for throwing this one at me. Really got me thinking almost the entire afternoon about which ones I was going to pick. So all right, so that's it. That wraps up my Grab 5 and Flee. And as always, this is Mr. Blackson from Team BlackSmith. Like, share, subscribe, join the team. I'm out.